Hey folks, Kurt from Whitetails Deer Hunting. Just wanted to go through a week 9 recap. This was PA deer camp weekend, and it was a heck of a weekend with the cousins. Numbers were a bit down this year. There's only 4 guys that were able to go, but we still made the most of the time that we had. Driving down was a pain in the butt though, man. Tons of snow. Took us about an hour longer than we expected, but we did get down there safely. Went out, did a little bit of scouting. It was Jared's first time down at camp, so we found a couple of places to sit on Saturday morning. Went back to camp, and the 4 of us sat down all afternoon in front of the wood stove, having some beers, telling stories, and talking. We had a great dinner with some homemade sausage that Jimmy made, and we got to bed early. I ended up sitting in an area that was next to some thick mountain laurel the next morning, and an area that I had to slowly pan 360 degrees because a deer could come from anywhere. About 8:45, I was slowly panning to my left and looked, and all I saw was antlers. Come up over top of the rise and down into the creek. I went, holy crap, that's a big buck. But no sooner that I looked left, he caught my slow movement. He ran about 20 yards further and was down in the creek bank behind these huge trees and didn't move. I could barely see through the crotch of a tree, his snout, his eyes, and his antlers, and I couldn't believe how big he was. He probably would have been the biggest buck I shot my entire life. I waited for a couple of minutes, hoping that he was going to come out to the left by 5 yards or out to the right by 5 yards, and he never did. There's a reason these bucks get as big as they are. When you see him like this, he walked straight away from me and never offered me a shot. Definitely frustrated, but awesome to see such a huge deer on public land in the Allegheny Mountains in Pennsylvania. They are definitely out there. We spent the rest of the afternoon doing a little bit of scouting for the next morning. Had a great dinner of ziti on Saturday night and talked and sat around the wood stove, but by about 9:30 we were exhausted and everybody hit the hay. Got up the next morning. Jared saw a handful of 6 or 7 doe. I didn't see any deer in the morning. We got back to camp, relaxed for the boys for a couple hours, and then headed home. As usual, PA Hunt Camp is a blast. We get to visit with the cousins, family, and friends. We get to relax, tell good stories, and laugh. And I can't wait for next year. Hey folks, it's Kurt from Whitetails Deer Hunting. Hoping you have a great day. See you.